everyone, and welcome to another Building Better Brains episode. So in previous videos, I explained how poor working memory, also known as short-term memory, affects learning disabilities. And if you remember, I talked about how our working memory is basically an endangered species because we don't have to remember much of anything anymore, thanks to smartphones and just in general, the age of information, where we access information at our fingertips. And then there's the school curriculum, which is requiring children to commit less and less to memory. But what you may not know is the role that a weak working memory can play in the development or even a diagnosis of a reading disorder like dyslexia. So parents often come to see me in my office saying that their child can read but can't tell you what they have just read, and their teachers are noticing the same thing or have reported the same thing for years. So working memory can actually have a significant impact on the ability to decode words and comprehend the text. Up to 70% of students with learning disabilities in reading actually score very low on working memory. And if you want to understand working memory, the best way to understand it is to think of it as a video recording where both the visual and auditory aspects of the experience are recorded with little effort. And just as a good photographer decides what to capture, your child needs to be able to do the same thing when they are reading. However, if your child's auditory working memory is weak, they might sound out every single word they see because their auditory working memory isn't allowing them to hold on to the sound parcels long enough to be able to read the words fluently. And then by the same token, visual working memory allows your child to recall the appearance of objects and symbols in their mind's eye. So in the English language, 50% of the words are not phonetically correct. So working visual memory becomes absolutely essential, particularly if you're working in English language, to remember how words look and to know how they are spelled. And it is for this reason that weak visual memory can be a major source of breakdown with decoding and reading comprehension. So signs that may indicate your child has a weak working memory often present in the form of poor spelling, not being able to consistently recognize letters or not recognizing a word that was read moments earlier or a few paragraphs or even a page earlier. But overall, poor reading comprehension is the biggest indication of a weak working memory. So when visualization skills are weak, creating a film or picture in the mind or the brain's eye of what was read is challenging, if not impossible. And this deficit can be a major source of poor reading comprehension. So when working memory is weak, phonics and high frequency words do not become automatized, so it's just an overall uphill battle to read. And this means that working memory must devote all of its energy to the task of decoding instead of reading comprehension. So I see the situation quite often in my office where parents come in either with their teenagers or their children who are grade 5, 6, 7 and up, and they say their child can read nearly every word but have no idea what they've read. Well, the good news is that working memory is like a muscle, and your child can develop both visual and auditory working memory with certain exercises and activities that target certain areas of the brain. So if you are wondering if your child could have a reading or learning disorder, then hop onto my website and take the quiz and learn more about how you can help improve your child's working memory. I'll post the link to my website in the comments below. And for now, thanks for listening and have a great day. Bye.